how you doing? Justin here with another great B.B King lick for you. This one's kind of interesting because it starts off being minor pentatonic but then goes to the major sixth, which is the kind of characteristic tone of the major pentatonic. So it's really interesting to see the way that he blends the two together. So let's go to a close-up and check out how to play it. A little slower. So this lick is based around pattern 5 of the minor pentatonic scale, in the key of A, as all of the licks are in this series. So we're literally kind of running down that scale, but starting here on the note G, which is the 15th fret of the thinnest string with the first finger. Play that first, and then we play it again for the run. 15th fret on the first string, then 17th fret on the second string, 15th fret on the second string, 17th fret of the third string to 14th fret on the third string, and then we finish on the 16th fret of the fourth string. Now this note is not in the minor pentatonic. Okay, not here. This one would be in the major pentatonic in the key of A. So it's a really interesting blend to be doing that. Finishing on that note. It's a great note to finish on. It adds so much character to what otherwise would be a pretty boring kind of a pentatonic lick. So really interesting kind of thing. Now, so the count for this lick, we're actually going to be starting on beat 4. So we'd have 2, 3, 4, 1 E and a 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 E and a 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 E and a 2, 3, 4. You could of course cycle it, so 3, 4, 1 E and a 2, 3, 4, 1. Which makes it not bad, a little kind of a blues picking exercise. Because definitely want to be picking every note here. Now, as you can see, my picking hand here already in this shot. I'll just stay here for this. So we're going down, down, up, down, down. You definitely want to pick it, even though you could use flick-offs. It doesn't sound right. It's the attack. Really attacking each note. I'm really playing quite aggressively and bringing out a bit of distortion out of the instrument. Because that's really what this kind of lick's all about, is digging in and getting that aggression. If you played it too soft, it just doesn't have the same character. You really want to give it a little bit of, force when you're picking it. Really kind of dig in as much as you can. One of the things I love about B.B King's playing is the way that he injects these little fast runs into an otherwise spacious solo. So he'll just be playing a few notes, lots of space, and then suddenly there'll be this quite fast lick comes in. You're like, whoa, where did that come from? And he's gone back to playing spacey stuff again. And to really, having that kind of contrast in your playing is a very, very fine thing indeed. Having mostly kind of laid back, chilled stuff, and then having a bit of aggression in there just to poke the listener's ear out a little bit. That's a really, really great thing. And you can learn it by thinking about it, by deliberately trying to do it. But one of the best ways to learn that stuff is just by listening. If you listen to a lot of blues, and I mean listen like sit down and listen to a record, it's quite different to having a record in the background while you're doing something else. But I'm talking about sitting down and doing nothing but really listen to a record. There's something really important about that. I think the attention span of most people is getting shorter these days, and really just sitting down and focusing on music is a really important thing. Something that a lot of people are kind of missing out on. And somebody like B.B King, when you really sit down and listen to his music, you'll absorb it. Whether you like it or not, you'll start to absorb those kind of ideas, the way he's using phrasing, the way he uses space, the way he uses these fast runs, the way his solos develop from something quite simple into something quite complicated. All of those things you'll just absorb whether you wanted to or not. So really, if I could give you one little piece of advice, it's make sure you're listening, like really listening, intensely listening to records, to music. because it'll do wonders for your musicianship. It's impossible to think that you're going to get better if you're not doing that, actually. That's probably the truth. Anyway, I hope this lick and that little yarn at the end help you with your blues guitar playing. I'll see you for plenty more very soon. You take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.